Hi, my name is Joe, and welcome back to Dank Season. We're gonna get right into it. Yeah, I've been trolling the last few weeks. My rank and my score and the, quality of the content has gone down because I haven't been putting time into the teams as of late. So I'm trying to rectify that this season. I spent some time doing this, trying some new stuff, did some inheritance. I like this map layout, especially for Edelgard bonus, because you can just go over this with True Charge, and in conjunction with her and Balder, who also benefits from the new Blue Sky seal, big fan. Yeah, she can like warp down here and then be a big warp beacon for all the boys to come over, namely Gatekeeper, if, there's stuff blocking them. So yeah, I like that. The only question mark on this team is Edelgard plus Alfred, because Alfred, who has Shield Fighter and Near Save, not the Peace Save, still waiting on Briar Near Save to ever come to my barracks. It's just not happening. So, it is what it is. But yeah, Alfred plus Edelgard is a bit of a question mark because you kind of have counter synergy with the Patience Forced Vantage, but it's fine. Same thing with Bold Fighter, because you're dropping down from Potent 100 to Potent 50. Those two things are not as big of a deal as it seems. I'm just using her because she's bonus, and I also think Alfred is kind of a must-run. I don't think they conflict too hard, even though it might seem so on paper. But yeah, she has the Corn Ring. Gatekeeper's doing the Gatekeeper thing. Really excited to see how he works out. And Volley's doing the Volley thing past Celica Ring. Support, great talent, more great talent, very funny. Ivy, special jump queen, Crux support, nuke somebody's face off from 5 spaces away. And probably the coolest thing is that I'm bringing back a Hood classic in Attuned Micaiah, who I gave a shitload of fodder from Lysithea to Tharja, and then from Tharja to Micaiah. So I have like a 3 attuned chain, but it's cool. I don't really have an amazing A slot on her. I have attack speed Aria, but it's still good. But honestly, Flared Mirror, especially with this team that puts down a lot of fire, and some of the units benefit from that. I like it a lot. If I had attack res Aria, it would probably just be that, even though the stats don't really matter. It's the true damage. It is what it is. I have Shackle, Havoc, and Execution Breath, but I'm going with Shackle because it's completely unconditional, and also this team is very speed reliant, so getting that big speed daunt, very, very nice, and it also gives her a good chunk of true damage basically always. C-Slot, I'm still running Breath of Life from the good old days. The team doesn't really have Imbue or anything, not bad at all. And then Crux Echo from Tharja, just amazing. Can't really complain. So yeah, I needed a cleanser, and I dropped down from Freyr to Micaiah just because I wanted to try it. And it does make the team a little vulnerable to Lyn. It is what it is. Let's get into it. Alright, so first match, units are not in their final spots. I was still finagling with what I wanted to do. But yeah, let's get into it. Seliph, who might still be an okay unit, but I think nobody on planet Earth actually has him. We'll see. But this new Heimdall, especially just because you can bless her and run her on any season, and she has Drive Scowl and a 3x3. This unit is so gross. Oh yeah, and I have Micaiah Ring on Micaiah so that she refreshes, full cleanses, and then is still able to move wherever she needs to go, because I believe, from what it seems, the True Charge from Edelgard overwrites the Micaiah Ring, limiting your movement for ranged units. So, kind of a broken interaction there. But yeah, one of the problems with this unit, and why I eventually changed the spots, is that Gatekeeper was the extra unit, so he didn't move. So everybody kind of moved up while he was left behind, so I'm just completely wide open to range attacks. So that's the change that eventually comes. Yeah. But I can tell you right now, you're not in a great position, and I have plenty of nuking power. That's 1. That's 2. Do I see 3? And oh yeah. And every time I run this unit, I just forget this happens until it happens. Gatekeeper Shared Spoils is just so cool, bro. Shared Spoils was already cool, but it was just never on an actual good unit until now. You could make an argument for that Lance Lapis, but anyway. Gatekeeper's an actual good unit, and you can run him in most modes, and he fulfills many roles, and Shared Spoils just goes absolutely crazy once you get the ball rolling. It's super, super fun. So yeah, GG. Keep it pushing. So yeah, I moved Gatekeeper up here. We have Lyn, Edelgard, Ashe, Byleth, Shadena, and Freya. +5. Ooh, yeah, okay, and this is another thing also. I think he kind of just folds to Lyn, but most things kind of fold to Lyn. Omni-Feud is a hell of a drug. But yeah, I might put like a structure here after this. Oh, let's see if he actually eats this up. Ooh, baby. Alfred's so goated, bro. I kind of hate that you have to run Shield Fighter on him to get the most effectiveness. At least on defense, Shield Fighter is 1,000,000,000% the move. But either way, he just eats up the biggest hits in the game most of the time if the team around him is still alive. Look at him, dude. Look at him, dude. He just ate 3 to 4 volleys from Edelgard, no problem, and then he's just going to heal up anyway. That's my guy. I'm sorry, I had a stroke there for a second. Baldur comes down, actually gets to play the video game. And once again, with the Blue Sky Seal, and the Erica ring, or even Edelgard ring is decent on her now, actually puts in quite a bit of work. So, yeah, my Edelgard gets to play the video game. That's 1. Oh. It ain't nothing to bonus Edelgard. That's 2. Do I see 3? I don't know what just happened. Do I see 4? Ah. My emulator just closed on its own, and then Micaiah gets to come down for some fun herself. This Micaiah unit actually still puts in work. I'm not running her preference B because it doesn't give you true damage, and basically it's just a little better discord or sabotage skill. So yeah, Shackle is kind of just better in every way. Havoc is better in every way. I would ditch the B slot. Armor and cav effectiveness goes hard. Good unit. GG. Keep it a pushin'. Lumeria with Wings of Mercy, Hood Classic, Bird Lady with the Potent Seal. I would do this if I didn't have to run Beast Seal on offense. It is what it is, because I have Trample, Bestial Assault, and then Beast. Just for consistency. My Bird Lady's at +9. Very, very fun unit. Big fan. Bird Lady and Asker are both +9. Oh man, Gatekeeper actually able to live any hit from Crom after the AoE is kind of respectable, I'm not gonna lie. But Crom is just, you know, I've said it before. Ranged young Camilla. Just a completely 6 months to a year ahead of everybody in the game. Unit is absolutely insane, but dude, this Freya unit, I don't know why you kept her in the corner when a lot of her power is her 3x3 drive shit. But, oh, yep, and then Micaiah comes all the way down. Share spoils, this is a reason why I also picked Flared Mirror, is because she comes all the way down, she'll kill something unexpectedly, and then refresh from shared spoils, usually. And then the fires here, it gets rid of either their stones or their Corn Ring stuff. And then she gets 7 extra burn damage, and everybody else that comes down also gets the 7 extra burn damage. And it just snowballs and snowballs. Big a fan. But unfortunately, Crom said, "You're not long for this world." Freya, wait a second. Does Freya's speed check turn off Volley's thing for herself? That's kind of ridiculous, dude. This Freya unit, I'm telling you, this Freya unit's like top 5 unit in the entire game, IMO. If I could snap my fingers and have any +10, like, super premium, seasonal, rare unit, it would probably be her. She just does literally everything, bro. It's insane. Literally everything in every mode. Crazy, crazy unit. Ooh, he has extra... Why are you still playing, by the way? I'm just noticing I'm being trolled. That's a 212 bomb. Obama! So I killed 2 or 3 units, and he just keeps playing. This is day, like, 2 or 3, by the way. I'm just getting trolled. GG. Keep it a pushing. Ingrid. Big fan. I'm using Ingrid on offense basically every week, every season. Not only because Black Knight is not available every season, but because there's just so much action economy. The bonuses are good on basically everybody. And even the dodge is good with units like Chosen Alphonse when you use him with Alfred, because then his speed gets up to like 30 from Great Talent, and then You can activate dodge against the slower armors. Like, it's not bad, actually. A little gimmicky, maybe, but yeah. I actually ended up putting Shadow Shift on her, just for even more action economy, essentially, especially in today's metagame. If I'm going to be using her every week, might as well put Shadow Shift on her. Even though Outcry Dole is busted and, like, super, super, super good in premium, Shadow Shift does the job. It itches that itch. A G. Would recommend. Keep it a-pushing. We got Deerman, Hardy Bearing, just so he guarantees it. Very nice. Uller, who I wish was better. Freya and Sharena. Scary, scary. The team is a bit all over the place. Nerthus kind of doesn't do a fucking thing. That unit is unbelievably dog shit, unfortunately. But, oh, let's see. Yep. Her thing just isn't turned on. Freya is just that busted, man. I would also run Freya on every season, but team space on defense is getting a bit thin. On offense, I could definitely justify it, but yeah, once again, Gatekeeper just doesn't move up enough. Yeah, that's one of the flaws on this team for sure. It's basically just that and being vulnerable to Lin Ring shenanigans because Micaiah only cleanses the top 2. So, yeah, it's a risk I'm willing to take. But the reality is, if you choose to Lin Ring snipe, due to Baldur and Hoder's existence, you only get one turn of that, and against a team like this with Edelgard giving everybody true charge and then there being a shitload of warping and Lin Ring and stuff like that on my team, you're only killing 1 to 2 units, and then it's go time for me. So, yeah. We'll have to see if the risk is worth the reward. I think not that many people are still using Lin, that it's probably okay. We'll see. But yeah, I don't know why this guy's still playing either. Baldur eating it up? Never mind. Uma Lin is just so good as well, dude. They released 3 Lins within 1 year, and they're all godlike. With Emblem Lin falling off a little bit, but the utility is still incredible. And I'll say it again, I say this almost every week, especially if Heimdall's on the screen. I think Emblem Lin on offense is making a comeback because Heimdall, you can just eat the Foresight Snare with that from, range 5, and then have the drawback on Lin not be that big a deal. So you can just eat it and then go in with your actual carry. You know what I'm saying? But I don't really see people doing that, so I'm going to keep using this. GG. Okay, last one wasn't unable to replay. It is what it is. We have Ike, Edelgard, Lin. I spoke it into existence, oh boy. And then Fallen Dimitri, who, got another Hall of Forms. This is what I'm talking about. So, unfortunately, you snipe Micaiah, so my Cleansing is off the table. My Shackle and my Crux Echo are off the table. But, like I said, due to the Corn Ring on my team and the Thorns, you can't really do much outside of that, and the safety fence is gone. Oh my god. Gatekeeper killing 2 things in 1 turn, one of them being a Harmonic Ike? Are we being so for real right now? Hello, base department? I found one of your own, and he's on my defense? G. That's what I'm talking about, man. Even when you have Lin Ring, on a team like this, that snowballs out of control and gets rid of the safety fence, kinda gross. Keep it pushing. You have full structures, aka nowhere to hide except that left cubby until your boy shows up. I can tell you right now, those 2 units aren't going to tank much. Especially with no shield fighter on this guy. Bop, 213. Obama. Alright, do I see 2? Wait. Bop. You see what I'm saying? The lack of patience with the Hardy Bearing on her, not that big a deal. Not that big a deal. And then Micaiah with the Micaiah Ring. Refresh, kill. More fire. I have like 3 rows of fire. Very, very good for my dopamine stimulation, I must say. Do I see 4? Jesus Christ. The amount of extra actions, dude. I need to test, and somebody can probably just tell me, or I'll just read it after this, how Edelgard's extra actions stack with share spoils. Yeah. Anyway, it's gross. We're in a gross time, but I'm living in it. GG. Alright, last one, unless somebody squeaks in at the end here. Peony. Heimdall. Fucking horrendously terrified to see this unit. I'm also always scared when I see this unit, too. I think I'm going to make the decision next time I'm able, +8 with good fodder, nice fodder. I think I'm making the executive decision to summon on the New Year's banner next time I'm able. I really want the Heimdall, and I really want the Balder. The volley I could live without, even though it's great talent and it's funny, and the C skill is like really, really good fodder. Being able to bless Heimdall is just busted, and I also really, really want to mess with Drive Scowl on defense. It would just be so fun. I love Scowl. And having it in a 3x3 on top of all the support she provides is... yeah, the unit's ridiculous. And every time Balder's on my screen, she's becoming like attuned Ryoma Crom Camilla tier, where every time she's on my screen I have a hard time. Undoubtedly good on offense, whether you use a Rally Trap or Edelgard Ring or whatever. Slap a Potent Seal on her, she goes to town. But, once again, my team is vulnerable to range shit right now, unfortunately, because Gatekeeper's just in the back, stuck in the back. I should probably make not him the extra unit. I'll have to work on that, but yeah. Also, Winter or New Year's Seder, whichever one it is. Going crazy. With the AoEs with turning off. Yeah. Balder's going crazy. Yeah. Erica Ring plus Potent Seal. The unit's a menace. I don't know how you're getting out of this one, and by you, I mean me. So Micaiah's turned off. Foresight Snare. Ugh. It's friggin' lame, man. I don't know how... basically everybody was like, yeah, Foresight Snare, it's lame, it's toxic, it slows the game down, it brings the game to a crawl, which it does. And then they're like, alright, bet. Like 2 months after Heimdall comes out, here's another one. And now it's in every mode. GG. It's rough, but it's also rough that I'm getting my shit pushed in. GG. Alright, so final score was 8-2. 2 losses. The maximum that I'm aiming for, quote-unquote. But one of them was sack play on, like, day 2, where I killed, like, 2 or 3 of his units, he just kept going. Anyway, let's get into the summon. Also, somebody let me know, is Fallen Dimitri in this pool as well? Because that's 2 things I'm looking to merge. Because my Fallen Dimitri, after this Forma, he's like +4 or 5. That'd be cool. But I get the normal Dimitri. I speak him into existence, kind of. I'll take half credit for that. This Dimitri, not really trying to merge at all. But, yeah. Anyway, still haven't summoned on this. Next time I'm able to, I'll do that. And I'm halfway here on this. I'll probably do them together whenever I'm able. So, yeah. That's going to be it for me today. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate you. I'll see you in the next one for maybe summoning on that stuff. Let me know how your week went. Let me know how your week's going. If you summoned, how your season went. Have a good one. Bye.